Welcome to Capital Quality's webinar on lesson planning. To provide ongoing support for the Capital Quality on-site administrators, the Office of the State Superintendent of Education, in partnership with Hurley & Associates, is implementing a series of community of practice for principals, center directors, and home care providers. This community of practice series is part of an ongoing effort to build capacity and knowledge as it relates to addressing the 10 quality indicators articulated in Capital Quality's Continuous Quality Improvement Plan. This webinar is an edited version and presentation of the community of practice conducted on Friday, June 23rd and Saturday, June 24th of 2017. This community of practice provided participants with a series of research-based practices and activities as it relates to developing high-quality lesson plans. It also afforded participants an opportunity to meet and engage in team and relationship-building activities with fellow Capital Quality participants and quality facilitators. This is the fourth presentation in a series of community of practices designed to build the skills and competency level of providers participating in Capital Quality. This month's session will provide Capital Quality community updates and an overview and examination of intentional child-centered lesson planning. Additionally, it will provide an overview of upcoming professional development opportunities identified by Kids Comprehensive. Lastly, the community of practice includes an overview of upcoming community of practices and next steps for the Capital Quality community. May's community of practice consisted of 3 concurrent sessions focused on instructional learning supports, productivity, and lesson planning as it relates to curriculum alignment. Held across 2 locations, participants engaged in hands-on, meaningful activities focused on teacher-child interactions. Led by Capital Quality's quality facilitators, the sessions assisted participants in developing developmentally appropriate activities within each topic area and provided participants with a wealth of resources and materials in each session. Please watch May's Community of Practice for more information on instructional learning formats, productivity, and lesson planning as it relates to curriculum alignment. The presentations are available on the OSSI website. Over the last few months, the Capital Quality community has been working towards completing the CQI plan. Currently, providers are working on updating mission statements and attendance policies, reviewing curriculum needs, and assessing their inclusion strategies. Many providers are in the process of examining their classroom environments against a draft environmental assessment tool. Kudos to all pilot sites. You've accomplished so much. All pilot sites have successfully completed draft goals and action steps in QuickBase. We are pleased to highlight their progress and their commitment to Capital Quality. When you think about lesson planning, what are some immediate thoughts that come to mind? Let's brainstorm for a moment. What are the key components of a high-quality lesson plan? Take a few seconds to jot down a few initial thoughts about lesson planning. I will give you a few seconds to record your ideas. Okay, what did you write down? Did you include materials and resources? Perhaps you included standards. Or maybe you thought of your curriculum and any prescribed lesson plans included in the curriculum. This presentation is designed to assist you in identifying the key components of a high-quality, intentional lesson plan. Think for a moment. What role do teachers play in a child development center? Is a teacher's role similar to that of a gardener, nurturing and feeding young children so they can grow and flourish? Or perhaps a coach, supporting and encouraging a team of learners? Or maybe even an air traffic controller, directing and leading children? Are there any similarities across the occupations? We believe a teacher's role is similar to all the occupations listed for several reasons. Reason number one, teachers have to know their children and understand their needs. Reason number two, teachers have to observe the children in order to plan and execute the plan to meet these needs. And finally, reason number three, teachers have to revise and adapt the plan based on things observed and new needs identified. To develop an effective, intentional lesson plan, you have to know the needs of the children that you serve. How well do you know the children that you serve? Do you know their likes and dislikes? Ways to keep them engaged? Let's take a moment to think about a child in your center. On a piece of paper, write down the child's name and make a list of what you know about that child. What are his or her likes or dislikes? What materials, toys, or activities really excite them or keep them engaged? I will give you a few seconds to record your thoughts. Okay, perhaps you thought of a 3-year-old boy in your center who loves dramatic play or puzzles. How can you use this knowledge of his interests and likes in your lesson plans? Let's think about the lesson planning process in your center. Please think and respond to the following questions. How does lesson planning happen in your center? As you write down your answer, think about who is involved in the process. How are you incorporating the needs of the children you serve in your lesson planning? And when and where does it happen? I will give you a few moments to record your thoughts. Okay, let's think about the role you play in the lesson planning process. Who else is involved in the process? And as you plan your lesson plans, what has worked well? And also, what would you like to improve? Take a few moments to jot down your ideas. Okay, as you continue to think about your lesson planning process, remember that lesson planning goes beyond a prescribed plan and a purchased curriculum. A lesson plan is a detailed plan of approach that describes how the teachers plan to support a child's development of a skill and/or expertise. It includes developmentally appropriate materials and resources, tools to observe children grasping new concepts and expertise, and strategies to adapt plans to meet the unique needs of the children served. Think for a moment about the resources that you use to assist in the lesson planning process. Think of the human resources as well as the materials and tools that you may use. Take a moment to make a list of the resources that you have in place to assist in the process. I'll give you a few moments. Okay, now think about the resources that you still need. I'll give you a few moments. Make a complete list of those areas that are still in need. Okay, using the ideas listed, share the results with your assigned facilitator. Your facilitator will assist you in finding the resources needed. What ideas will you take back today? Please jot down 3 to 4 ideas, activities, or next steps that you will be able to use and incorporate into your program. Did we accomplish everything? Did we discuss the process of intentional lesson planning? Help you analyze the process for lesson planning in your program? Aid in developing an initial action plan to enhance lesson planning? And did we discuss the process of observing and assessing teacher implementation of lesson plans? Kids Comprehensive, the organization responsible for implementing the Child Care Resource and Referral System, publishes a quarterly catalog for providers outlining current professional development opportunities. The spring catalog is currently available. Please visit the link provided to download a copy of the most current catalog. Reminder to all providers. All providers must participate in training on the 12 indicators for health and safety by September 2017. Early Childhood Share DC is an online sharing platform for providers designed to help providers in sharing up-to-date knowledge and information. Over 1,000 classroom and administration resources plus vendor discounts are currently available on the site. To access the site, please visit www.ecsharedc.org. Establish a profile and a team member from EC Share DC will contact you to complete registration. You will need to have your center license on hand to register. Quality facilitators will continue to support and work with Capital Quality participants in addressing Capital Quality's 10 elements included on a continuous quality improvement plan. All programs have full access to My Teachstone. It is a great resource provided at no cost to providers. It includes great examples and information as it relates to the class. July's Community of Practice will consist of 3 concurrent sessions focused on concept development, language modeling, and quality feedback. The sessions will be held July 21st and July 22nd from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Registration information will be forwarded shortly. Videos of the sessions will be posted on the OSSI website. We are always available. Please follow us on Twitter and Facebook. Visit the OSSI website for up-to-date information. Also, please feel free to contact Catherine Kagera, Rashida Brown, or Pilla Parker for questions related to capital quality.